the saddest day of a girl's life to be born in this community because she is destined to be a prostitute no matter what. They'll do everything they can so that she's healthy to be a prostitute when she's 11 or 12 years old.
They don't have a voice at all. They say, this is your life, this is what you have to do. Your grandmother did it, your mother did it, and now you have to do the same thing.
So for years, what we try to do is first build that trust. And most of our staff members that are from these villages were actually in these villages from this community. That's when they share, I have something new, and there's this God. It's not this God who is beating you down and telling you to prostitute your child. It's not this God who's telling you money is everything. And there is this one true God who is going to help you, who's going to redeem your life. You're going to be a different person. I think that the most amazing part is where the kids come to us, because we get to watch them grow, we get to nurture them, shelter them, give them good food, and when they're ready to step out into the world is when we have our reintegration program, and they could go work or go to college, and once they're earning, they bring their parents and their families and take care of them.
Your goal is to break the cycle of prostitution first. You've got to raise leaders within themselves from that community, and so they can become the voice for their own people.
When we first walked into these villages, it was so dark. Now there's that candle, there's that hope that's burning, and it's getting brighter and it's brighter. No one believed that this community could do anything else but prostitute their women and children. Today, they're driving rickshaws. Today, they're farming, they're doing other things. Their kids are getting a good education.
God has spoken to us. They're going to be the strength of the nation one day. Not just the weak one, but they're going to be the strength of the nation.
Today, I want to introduce you to a place that is found in Southern Asia. It's a region where nearly 100,000 people live in this one geographical area. And in that same area, there are 70 villages. 70 villages. The people belong to the lowest caste in their society. And we really don't have anything like that here in the States, but the way I can just describe it is it's like a pyramid, where if you're born at the top of the pyramid, you stay in the top of the pyramid. And if you're born into the bottom of the pyramid, the likelihood of you ever stepping out of the bottom of that pyramid is next to nothing. This group of people, this region, used to perform for the kings of this country. Around the 1600s, though, the kingdoms and the kings of that country began to fall apart. And so this group of people had to figure out what they were going to do. And I don't know who had the brilliant idea of doing this, but they decided that they would turn to prostitution as a way to make income for their people group. For over 500 years, twice as long as our United States of America, for over 500 years, they have sold their daughters into prostitution. Think about that, 500 years. And this 500-year-old tradition begins by dedicating their newborn girls to a goddess of prostitution, followed by neighbors and friends coming to congratulate them because they are now going to have a source of income for their family. And these little girls are seen merely as a commodity. Between the ages of 10 and 12, think about that, 10 and 12-year-old little girls are paraded in front of a group of buyers, and they are sold as their wives. The pretty ones will go for thousands of dollars, which will take care of these families for years and years to come. The ones that aren't so fortunate are sold into prostitution rings into large cities around the country. They have no value. They don't see any reason for education. As a matter of fact, the dropout rate for little girls is 100% by the time they reach the 8th grade. Their fate is determined when they are born. There's no one to encourage them. There's no one to show them that they can dream. More than 50% of the population in that region is infected with HIV/AIDS. And there's almost no medical care or prevention. And many times the newborns are even infected with the disease. The need there is overwhelming. But we absolutely believe that our God is big enough to transform a region that has turned the wrong way for way, way too long, and to show them there is a different choice. The need, it's overwhelming, but our God, he's big enough. So our goal is to help transform this entire region. Our goal is to have a presence in those villages. And our national leaders that are there are reaching out and building relationships with families and showing them that there is another way. We have staff outreaches that happen every single day. And there are opportunities for them to help break this cycle that has happened there for over 500 years. Most have, again, zero access to medical care. We are taking in medical teams, doctors and nurses regularly. Another way of building relationship is to offer a first-class education. And so we have built a school in this region that is absolutely transforming the lives of little boys and little girls that otherwise would have no way out. We absolutely know it is a proven fact that education will break the cycle, this 500-year-old cycle that's been there. Lastly, we're building safe homes for children in the most difficult situations. So the ones that are in imminent threat, those that have to be rescued immediately, we have a place for them to go. Currently, our school is at full capacity. We have 256 students at our school. We need more room. We have students from 22 of those 70 villages. Do the math, it's pretty easy. That means there's 48 villages that still need a way, just a way out. We need to expand our student population. We need to grow it. Most importantly, we want to introduce them to a God that can absolutely do more than they could even possibly dream or imagine. I don't stand here tonight and pretend as though the work there has been easy. We're fighting against centuries of culture, and that has been a challenge. It isn't easy. It's emotionally draining and exhausting. It's not without opposition. It's also not inexpensive. In fact, it's very expensive, but it's worth it. Every girl, every soul, every life, every time, it is worth it. And our ministry leaders on the ground have said that these are by far the hardest battles that they have fought in their lives. Listen to what it says in Proverbs 31:8. It says, "Speak up for those who cannot speak for themselves. Ensure justice for those who are being crushed. Yes, speak up for the poor and helpless and see that they get justice." The children there are beautiful. You'll see some pictures of them. They laugh and play just like your children do here. But without Project Rescue and help of people like Plum Creek Church in Castle Rock, Colorado, they're doomed for a future. Watch this video. Today, this is what the campus looks like, and you can see that there's been a lot of progress over the last couple of years. As a matter of fact, through COVID, our team went to work and began to do things that absolutely blow my mind. But there's still, like I mentioned before, so much more that needs to be done. One of the things that we are currently in process of doing is building a new safe home for these girls that are in the most critical age group, that 10 to 12-year-old that needs imminent rescue. The current home looks, or maybe I should say will look like this one. It's a new 20,500 square foot home, and it is going to be beautiful. The home will include 6 vocational training units, a kitchen with a large dining hall, guest rooms, a beautiful garden area, dormitory space that will sleep 84 girls. And this building will be the biggest and best building in the entire area. It's a place of honor, a place of hope, and a place of healing. And our goal is to rescue girls before they are sold, to provide vocational and medical school training, to break the generational curse of giving girls an alternative future, to empower the community, and to break that 500-year-old stronghold.